data analytics gives you the advantage of getting to answer questions in a faster time. In esports, you have a topic where all those technologies can be applied with an actual great purpose.
All 16 of our teams are still standing, but group stage is about to come to an end. We just have one series left today, and then after that, they are all going to be scattered into that double elimination bracket, and we are going to start sending folks home. You want to make sure that you get into the upper portion of the bracket. Both of the teams that we are about to put a spotlight on still have that opportunity. They need to win this next best of 3. It is going to be Bango and VG, and this is not a matchup that we really anticipated here. If you asked me at the beginning of the day, after what I heard from the other analysts, this just didn't even seem to be a thing that came up in the permutations of possible matches.
I guess it should have, because we were thinking, wow, what's wrong with Liquid after they struggled to put away Pango, and then Liquid turns right around and neatly dispatches DG. So I think it may not have been what we expected, but at least based on what we've seen, this is the right matchup in terms of the upper-lower bracket decider.
And I want to take a quick second here to kind of move away from this group. Obviously, this is going to be
what is happening?
Yeah, what is going on? To anybody who's only been watching the stream right now, maybe doesn't have another tab open to keep tabs of everything, what on earth is going on with the rest of them?
Well, I have to see.
Yeah, I wonder if EG's shook.
It definitely could be coming into this game too, as they're down 1-0. So Alliance up 1-0. Grimstroke is their first pick. EG, Dazzle, Undying, and Wisp are their bans. But the Tiny gets banned from Alliance, which I would say S4 on that Tiny was one of the things that really affected them the most. And then they banned the Nature's Prophet themselves this time with the Lich, but they're the ones who pick up the Grimstroke, something that Insania played in the first game. And yeah, once they got that Hex, it looked really good.
Yeah, they did give up the Earth Spirit. We didn't see Taiga have the best early game, but this hero is very strong, and giving it up to crit is pretty dangerous under any circumstances.
And the Centaur on top of that. So tankiness, initiation with the Rolling Boulder, Boulder Smash to come in. You've got, later in the game, you've got Stampede to either disengage or really engage, where maybe you want to close the distance and go for like a Blank Hoof Stomp or something. But I'm always a fan of the Centaur pick. I think it's almost solid in every draft.
Yeah, it just provides so much. You know, it gives you a self-sufficient offlaner who can pressure with the right hero pairing. Gives you the disengage, the engage, the initiation, and the fact that you can just load him up with aura items and he's still going to do a huge amount of work.
That's an early Huskar.
That's a very early Huskar.
Okay. No Oracle, no Dazzle picked up for them. They've got Grimstroke, and then they go to the Huskar. I mean, I do like the possibility with Inkswell when he comes in with his ulti, but this early Huskar pick just makes me nervous.
Yeah, it's just a hero that they clearly value extremely highly on Alliance. It was first phase banned by EG in the first game, so Alliance, fearing it being banned in the second phase here, decides to just go ahead and roll with it. It's a hero that they love, and they have the opportunity to beat EG and move on to the upper bracket.
10 seconds remaining.
Tuscan banned
5
out,
seconds
Medusa banned
remaining.
as well. Can you go Oracle here? Where you're maybe going Oracle 5 and Grimstroke in more of a 4 position?
Yeah, you definitely could do that.
Is that too weak on your two supports, though?
It could be. That's something that could certainly be run over by an Earth Spirit Centaur lane. You'd have to have a pretty strong laning carry if you were to do something like that.
There's that TB ban.
I'm trying to think if there's any other saves that could go with the Huskar.
We were talking about
10 seconds
how
remaining.
EG, we were talking about it at the break where we thought EG might have to go a little bit more comfortable with their picks,
remaining.
and TB's definitely one of those Arteezy comfort picks. So taking that out of the pool, I think is a step in the right direction for Alliance, because I think EG here down to one more possible loss, and then they're in the lower bracket against Chaos. It's a risky situation. And
Yeah, definitely. Terrorblade, I mean, it's, you know, despite the length of time that Terrorblade's been in the meta, it's still one of those heroes that you really just have to address directly, because it just will eventually win the game if it goes long enough, because it's just so good at hitting buildings and it's just so good at being an anti-carry that you really don't want to give that really comfortable pick to Arteezy, I feel like, in this potentially last game of the series.
Yeah, EG need to do everything in their power to make sure that they win
10
this game.
seconds remaining.
And it just, they're very much
5
on edge, it
seconds
seems
remaining.
like. It's just,
Yeah,
I don't know.
banning out the Timbersaw. Obviously very good against the two heroes that are showing right now for EG. Hero that created a huge amount of problems for them.
Team pick.
Just completely unkillable in the early game. And if Alliance was able to get two of these sort of like unkillable early to mid game heroes, EG would definitely be in pretty dire straits. They grab the Oracle themselves, probably as a deny pick, so they can't pair it with the Huskar on Alliance's side.
10 seconds
It
remaining.
definitely feels like that deny pick. They can use it for sustain.
5
I think I
seconds
do like
remaining.
this for EG anyway. I think Oracle is one of those supports that can output a lot of damage if played in the right way. So and
Yeah,
then
and
also
be-
has that sustain. So
And being able to disarm the Huskar as well when he jumps in could be pretty handy. As well as the Purge. You know, one of the few Purges in the game is always a very valuable thing to have on your side.
So we'll see what Alliance do. Is I don't know if they were almost banking on that Oracle, because this is, again, an early Huskar pick. So it does make me worry.
Yeah, spending quite a bit of reserve time here, Alliance. Opts for the Elder Titan. This is another hero that we've seen a lot so far in this tournament. Very aggressive, good at setting up fights, contesting Roshan, and bullying lanes. And Oracle, not really the strongest laning support.
I think GH had an amazing game on Elder Titan earlier today. From what I've been able to read in between games, I think he had like 500 something extra damage on this Elder Titan. That's disgusting.
It's like, hey, Centaur, I heard you got Retaliate. Well, check this out.
So Elder Titan in the 4, Grimstroke, your 5, Huskar, seemingly your mid. But it doesn't exactly have to be, but that's the most probable spot.
I think it's been exclusively Quakeba who's been playing it. I could be wrong, but that seems to jog my memory. Yeah, I'm looking back at some of their older games. Does always seem to be their mid.
So we'll see what EG want to do. Is there... both teams were using a lot of reserve time, and there it is. There's the Jug picked up once again here for EG. You've got a good amount of sustain now with the Oracle, with the Jug, where you'll have the Healing Ward, you'll have the heals that come out from the Oracle, as well as the False Promise. So it's a good sustaining combination that they've got for them at the moment.
10 seconds remaining.
Beastmaster's still in the pool. That's a hero that has been extremely popular and is quite good against Juggernaut with the Roar. Another aggressive hero as well. That could pair well with Elder Titan. And could allow them to hit this very early timing with Huskar where they can just mow down towers. Surprised to see it still in the pool, but a lot of these sort of like specifically targeted bans coming out in this series.
Both teams using a lot of reserve time here. I think that also stems from the fact that you did go second pick Huskar.
Yeah, definitely. Brewmaster, another hero that Alliance likes to run in the offlane role. With Boxy, that would definitely give them some more team fight, which they're pretty strong in already, but more so the control in the team fight. Okay.
I like the
Boxy
Slardar.
Slardar. Yeah, the bash, the reliable bash, in fact, is actually quite good against Jug in his spin TP. And then, I mean, hey, double corrosive haze. That's a lot of magic, or that's a lot of damage amp in terms of physical
10
damage.
seconds remaining.
And you combo that with the Elder Titan Aura.
5
Huskar,
seconds
who
remaining.
doesn't have the best base damage, is going to be hitting for like 1,000 damage.
Radiant team back.
The thing about it, too, is it does give them a little bit of an aggressive play where Sardar is going to be going into a Blink Dagger. Especially if they can find a sleep, it sets up possibly a bash into a Southern Crush as well. So they can definitely stun lock some of these heroes on EG if they're not careful.
Yeah, and actually, to be honest, the Soulbind, they still don't really have the best combo for the Soulbind, but the Soulbind itself with the slow and making it so the heroes can't run away from each other actually sets up for the Elder Titan and the Slardar quite well.
Radiant team pick.
Ban of the Razor, and then the ban of Morphling from EG. The final pick goes to EG this time around. And the last time they had the final pick was... Their last final pick was Shadow Fiend. And then Alliance went to the Timbersaw final pick last game. So we'll see what Alliance are going to do. They've got some okay lockdown. Wouldn't say it's the best. Inkswell, Slithering Crush with the sleep. But then for EG, it's lacking as well. And ooh, Phantom Assassin, this is a hero that works well with Grimstroke, again, where you can get the Inkswell on top and then Phantom Strike over and try and find a target.
Yeah, I could definitely see PA getting pretty heavily pressured in the lane by the Centaur Earth Spirit combo. There's just a lot of burst damage and magic damage that can come out from them. So it's going to be probably a pretty rough early game for PA, but it's also a hero that benefits very heavily from the Slardar and the Elder Titan's aura. He doesn't even need to have that much damage, just hit a crit on somebody with Corrosive Haze, and that hero is probably going to be in the morgue. And Sumail Viper, I mean, what else are you going to pick against this Huskar?
All right, Sumail Viper. I don't know if it's going to be good enough, but we'll see. Sumail on the Viper, Arteezy on the Jug, Fly on the Oracle, S4 on the Centaur, crit with the Earth Spirit. Mickey will be on that safe lane Phantom Assassin, Boxy with the Slardar and the offlane, Taiga on the Elder Titan, and then Koikfa with the mid Huskar, and Senya back on the Grimstroke. So game 2, an opportunity here for Alliance to 2-0 EG. So this is
that would be something.
Yeah, that would definitely be one of those 2-0s that people wouldn't expect. On top of all that, every series in this group has been a 2-0. So can Evil Geniuses break the trend? That really becomes the question. We'll see what they're able to do. I'm not too certain on this Sumail Viper. I think, again, Grimstroke kind of enables Phantom Assassin if he wants to, with the rest of the team, too, to work early. But you don't have to. I think Slardar, Elder Titan, Huskar, Grimstroke, where you can ult with Huskar with the Inkswell on top of you. You have a lot to close the gap. You'll get a Blink Dagger on the Slardar, so maybe they're just looking to make space for Phantom Assassin with those 4 heroes.
Yeah, do you kind of feel like the disarm that Huskar has now on Inner Fire does pretty heavily nullify both of the cores that Sumail and Arteezy are playing?
Yeah, and that could certainly be a problem come the mid-game, or even early. I think the last time we saw the Huskar, it was a long time until they took the Inner Fire. But you get an early value point in the Inner Fire, say you get level 6 and you've got at least 1 point into Inner Fire, then you Life Break, Inkswell, and if things get rough, you Inner Fire, or even if you just want to maybe secure it. Inner Fire is nice early. So we'll have to see.
Warding his rune, bottom lane.
Faith in fate restored.
S4 just tanking the tower to get retaliate stacks for a rune fight potentially, I guess. Pretty interesting.
Divine.
I guess he'll regen most of his health back by the time the lanes start.
Does have 6 tangos to make sure. You know, he has that extra regen ready for him. But we'll see. It's personally, I like the Alliance lineup. There's definitely opportunity here for EG. I think more towards the late game if they're able to get Jug enough farm. But we'll see how Alliance is going to play this. If they're going to look to be aggressive, play high tempo, something that has really plagued EG overall.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, there is a PA. It's not a slouch hero in the late game either. So, especially with the ET aura, I definitely am a little bit worried for EG here. I think that Alliance's draft really came together well at the end with that pick. And they're giving Boxy the solo safe lane, opting to run an aggro try with the Grimstroke and the Elder Titan.
Yeah, just against the Centaur, I don't think he's really in that much trouble. He goes to the bash first, so, you know, every 4th hit, you could just throw it S4, make him uncomfortable in this lane, miss some last hits, and also, that bash damage is no joke. That is rough, so To just sit there 1v1 against the Slardar, I think, is really beneficial for Alliance. They've also got, again, the possibility with like an Inkswell followed up by an Echo Stomp. Come level 2 for both these supports as well as the Phantom Assassin. So we'll see how these lanes start to progress for Alliance and if EG are forced to make changes.
Fly's really going to have to be on his game positioning-wise and making sure he's always there to bail RTZ out. Because if he gets caught out of position, he's definitely going to go down here. Mid lane, crit, trying to make a rotation early onto Huskar.
They just used the inner fire, but the rolling boulder missed. Something we saw from Taiga in the first game was those missed opportunities, but it didn't end up costing him the game. Quickfoot did go for that value point into inner fire, though.
Yep. Opting, probably just feeling like he can't quite trade yet with this Viper early on, and the early point in Berserker's Blood helping him sustain a little bit, and counter out some of the harass that he's taking.
And Quickfoot now going into the Burning Spears. Uses the inner fire. So it does do a little bit of damage. The Burning Spear is coming out onto Sumail, but the rotation over from Crit, the Rolling Boulder does land. So that puts Quickfoot in a bad spot with the Boulder Smash on top of it. And, whoa, is going to be enough? It will be. So Sumail making Quickfoot pay for that aggression, and Sumail grabbing first blood.
And a regen rune. That feels quite good. He almost went down himself there, and now...
They bring in Sanya bottom. I don't know if that's even really that necessary. But maybe they want a quicker 6 on the Phantom Assassin as the Blade Fury Taiga. Yeah, he's looking like he is dead meat, but Purifying Flame's not going to get the kill, so he's able to heal off that a little bit and survive. It really looked like he was dead. I think the focus came off of him for just a moment. He was able to just find some space, and from there he walked away, especially after the Purifying Flames not finishing him off.
Yeah, this rotation of the Grimstroke to the bottom lane is pretty interesting, but the wave is coming under tower, so Mickey in a very good spot to get farm, get some last hits here. Arteezy having to play in sort of a more uncomfortable position. And
Rolling Boulder on top of that. Taiga, and ooh, they might get Mickey as well. Purifying Flames, and that leaves it one shot for Arteezy to get a double kill in this top lane. 3-0 for EG. Talked about possible early pressure from Alliance, but EG, they're the ones showing the early pressure, not something that we have seen too much from their lineups.
Much better start already from Arteezy with that double kill. Picking up this wand here. Oh, no, a couple Wraith Bands from the home shop.
Quickfoot getting to level 4. What moment do you think Quickfoot finally kind of just moves around, or is he really looking to be mobile come, say, level 6? Or is it more on him hitting level 6 is I guess the better question, or others on his team also having 6?
I definitely think he's going to be looking to leave the lane earlier, just because, you know, playing into a Viper is not Huskar's favorite style of game. And if he can, you know, rotate to a strong lane from one of his other cores, they can probably pair it up and start taking towers pretty early on.
Stroke of Fate. It's Arteezy to also get the Stifling Dagger out, but there's the Healing Ward, so he's able to sustain. Meanwhile, Rolling Boulder is... Crit does get the bounty. Nicely done there.
It'll be 3-for-1 bounties for EG, so definitely off to a much better start. 2K gold lead at 5 minutes.
Yeah, this is one of the first games tonight, and this has been 3 straight series with EG that... and I guess maybe minus the Aster series, because that one was pretty easy for them. So I guess that minusing a third of the series. But this is the first time they've gotten out to an early lead like this. And it looks good. I think that they can use this early advantage, especially with Jug, who's looking more towards the later game.
that early death on Koikfa. I mean, look at the CS disparity in the mid lane. Sumail, 30 and 16 versus Koikfa's 19 and 2. I mean, this is a Huskar, right? This is a hero who's supposed to just obliterate everybody in lane. But hey, that's why you last picked the Viper, completely countering out his ability to dominate the lane.
Sitting now behind Sumail, who's already level 6, and behind by about a full level. So I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe Sumail move over where he's got this Viper Strike, go over towards top where they're tri-laning for Alliance. But
I think if you're Sumail, you are more than happy to just sit in lane and completely deny the Huskar any farm. This Huskar is probably more important, or definitely more important, to get off to a better start, just because, you know, the Viper, he's just gonna do Viper things for the rest of the game. But Huskar is one of those heroes that has to be ahead, otherwise he just feels pretty terrible.
they've got Boxy up here over top now, and they've moved the Phantom Assassin to bottom. Meanwhile, rolling around is Crit, but Wave Fury comes out. Boxy is level 6, so he's got the Corrosive Haze.
Under attack.
Might make a couple of these heroes on the side of EG in this lane uncomfortable, but that would be if Alliance are able to step up and maybe get right on top of someone. Taiga does have Stomp, but he's just not going to get it off. He trades here with Crit, and then Fly and Arteezy notice this, so they'll just throw Purifying Flames down and get the kill. I don't really understand just standing and trading like that.
Yeah, this Elder Titan not having the impact that you picked the hero for so far in the laning stage. Not really being... Looks like he really didn't stack this hard camp to build up some damage stacks, and hasn't really been able to set up for anything at all.
So we'll see if EG can continue to put on the pressure. They've got Crit as well as Fly, rolling Boulder over, but the Boulder Smash comes out into Koikfa. Fortune's End on top of it. Sumail's here. And with the Purifying Flames, it's just an easy cleanup kill for EG to kill off Koikfa, and 5-0. No answer yet from Alliance.
Yeah, how can they answer? I mean, Sumail's level 8. He is almost done with a Yasha already. 8 minutes into the game, they've got S4 off to a very good start on the Centaur as well. And their early game pressure in the form of the Huskar is completely shut down at the moment.
3,000 net worth lead while over top. Arteezy, he's got the Corrosive Haze on him. The Fortune's End comes out, but they've also got the Geomagnetic Grip with the Blade Fury. So Arteezy, rolling Boulder from Crit, Purifying Flames, Boxy, Omni Slash comes in. And Fly again with the Purifying Flames will get the kill.
Yeah, this rotation was pretty awkward by Alliance. They brought Mickey down to the bottom lane, Boxy to the top, and with the intention of pressuring Arteezy, but I think it just kind of abandoned Boxy in the top lane because Koikfa was getting crushed mid so heavily.
Getting dove by Sumail. S4 was also here. Insania, though, able to withstand it all. And now the Stampede comes out, but he turns around, so it's not just going to be Taiga, it will be Insania, too. Two
Double
more
kill
kills for
S4.
EG. This is getting
Yeah, this is a
out of hand.
disaster for Alliance.
Under attack.
Absolute disaster of a laning
Radiant
stage.
structures are fortified.
Then again, it was a first phase Huskar, and so gave EG plenty of time to come up with the game plan, counters in place.
This is what I like to see from EG. They kind of changed their game plan, going high on the aggression early. And Alliance have to figure it out. We saw them obviously in the first game. They were good enough to take it over EG. They had everything together, but now on the back foot, are they good enough to bring it back? There's the Hoof Stomp as well as the Fortune's End coming out. But that's it. It's really just to keep Boxy alive. Can Phantom Assassin do enough to bring the game back? How long are they going to have to wait?
Well, I think that kind of depends on whether they're going to be able to do anything with this Huskar in the near future, but I think their first real timing is going to come with Boxy's Blink Dagger. They need some sort of initiation to get on top of the Viper, perhaps, or
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Arteezy's Juggernaut with the stun. Corrosive Haze as well. And only 700 gold saved up so far for Boxy, so it's going to be a little while.
Ooh, but they come over trying to get their first kill, which could be on Asuma, but the rotations are immediate from the side of EG. If it's going to be in time, the rolling boulder as well as the geomagnetic grip that's going to land on two of these heroes as they'll take out Mickey, and now they'll look over Taiga. So they both die 10-0 in favor of EG. They don't get the kill on Asuma. The chase is on for Insania. Boxy's here to protect his Grimstroke, but 10 unanswered kills here for EG.
EG making a statement. I think this is one of those games where, you know, Alliance, they win the first game and they're like, all right, we can pick whatever we want. We got this, EG says. We got third place at TI. You're not allowed to do that against us.
Don't count us out just yet. I know lost the first game, but that's why this is a best of 3. Anything is possible to come on back. Elder Titan. Oh boy, S4 and Fly just know he's coming over. They might have been able to make a move there. They don't exactly have the full vision on where everybody else is here for Alliance, so just going in blind like that may not be the answer. They do have the ward over on the high ground, but maybe, especially if somebody TP's in or if they're over by the tier 2. But this is a better spot for them to go for a pickoff, as Insania run down by Fly and S4.
Top lane. Goikfa, he's in trouble now too.
Oh boy, yeah, he's broken and killed off Sumail, making it 12-0. 12-0 for EG. The bash on Arteezy, but the Fortune's End. It's there to get a root on a Boxy. Nothing more though.
Now, I know you have a PA, but this is almost one of those games where the lane stage has gone so poorly that, I don't know, you kind of just take like one more fight around this Blink Dagger. If it doesn't go well, I think you should just go on to the next game.
A lot of pressure coming out from EG. We'll see, can Alliance
That
answer
ward.
back? It's the ward on the high ground. If Final gets dewarded, that's a nice one, but the rotations are coming in from EG. They're starting to surround Boxy. Sweep on it too. Arteezy though,
Radiant's top tower
he
is
has
under attack.
awoken.
Sumail showing in the top lane. Oh, Mickey, he's been caught out.
Yeah, this is Crit coming over the Magnetize as well as the Boulder Smash. The Hook Stomp on top of that. The Magnetize is enough with the help of Fly and S4, who ends up getting the kill. He's on a killing spree, and we just keep going up. The numbers go up. Unanswered kills now 13 for EG. Comeback potential, though, if you kill these guys on sprees. A big if there.
Are fortified.
Yeah, we'll see.
Top tower has
Oh
fallen.
boy.
This is a statement game so far for EG.
Which is something that they needed. I think a game like this, especially if they're able to finish this game and Alliance don't come back, it's not only a statement, but it's momentum, it's confidence. I think losing 3 games in a row is definitely confidence breaking. So this is not only just a statement game, but a recovery game mentally.
Radiant's top tower is
Yeah,
under
I agree.
Oh no, Grimstroke.
Blink
Blink, hoof stomp,
reveal.
and Insania. He'll end up dying. The Ink Swell gets placed on a Boxy, but who can you go for? All by yourself, there's no one to go in on.
Very close to his own Blink Dagger. Wisely backs out. Not much they can do until he has that online. And even then, I mean, this is going to be pretty rough to fight into EG right
Radiant's
now.
top tower is under
Koikfa,
attack.
how's he doing? He has his armlet finally. But this PA still quite a ways away from Battle Fury, and you know, that's the Battle Fury life, right? You pick it up and then you just disappear for a while.
Yeah, at least you're hoping to. And oh my god, look at how underfarmed this Huskar is. 3 bracers and an armlet. Maybe they can do it, especially with the Corrosive Haze, but Alliance need not everybody from EG to be there, and it has to still go perfect. Arteezy would be a nice little pickup when the TP comes out immediately. They've got themselves the silence, so can they get the kill? They will. The sweep also follows it up on a Fly, so they get themselves the first kill, and then they double it up with a second here on a Fly. Immediately a smoke off that.
Yeah, wow, it's just the instant smoke after killing RTZ and
Nikkei?
Flood off of a smoke.
Hello?
What are you doing? A little out of position there. EG punishing. This was scanned out.
And you don't have a Phantom Assassin because he Phantom struck onto a Viper that still had the break. Magnetize on a 3. They've also got the Soulbind that's going to walk in crit as well as S4, but the break comes through, and it's going to do so much to help out EG in this fight. 3 already did on the side of Alliance. The Omnislash comes out. Taiga ends up falling. Now we look over at Boxy. It's a full team wipe here for EG. 18-2. And Roche is there.
Move. And that perfect scam. Picked them up on that smoke through the mid lane. Gifting EG the Aegis. 16 minutes into the game right there.
It was certainly a gift. You Phantom struck onto a Viper. He just throws down Nether Toxin and you're practically dead with how far ahead they are.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
14k at 17 minutes. Speak up. This one is ugly.
Oh yeah.
That first pick Huskar being very heavily punished by EG.
To do that without going Oracle or Dazzle, it's a bit of a surprise. And they'll blink, look for the Inkswell. It will actually find Sumail. And the Phantom's Embrace is going to come out. Geomagnetic Grip will hit onto the Huskar. Meanwhile, Sumail chasing Boxy. Quickfoot trying to get away, but the Fortunes and roots him up for a moment. Boxy will be surrounded and killed off, but the Rolling Boulder doesn't actually land on the Taiga. The Boulder Smash will land on Insania as well as Taiga and Sumail right-clicking away, doing so much damage. The Nether Toxin laid down, and Earth Spirit dead again. Towers? What towers? They don't care about anything. Crit might fall, but the cores are here, and they will get themselves Mickey once again. And backing off is Koikfa as 4 heroes still alive for EG, past the tier 3s with tier 2 still standing.
King don't care. This is his domain. And yeah, that is an unkillable Viper. With the Aegis, with the S and Y. Where's the damage? It just does not exist on the side of Alliance, and frankly, they have pretty awful wave clear as well to deal with this push that's upcoming. You get the Grimstroke, who's level 7 with 1 point in Stroke of Fate.
Slither and Crush again, going after Sumail, maybe not the best of ideas. Blink Hook Stomp coming out from S4. Now the Phantom Embrace will silence him up, but they've got the Soulbind hitting on S4 as well as Sumail, but again, no follow-up to that.
Yeah, it's the second time in a row that they've drafted this Grimstroke without a real legit target to combo with.
Rolling Boulder in. They've got the Geomagnetic Grip as well as the Boulder Smash coming in. Sumail gets the kill on Insania. The Fortune Zen will help purge crit. Now they go for the tier 3. Sumail just moving forward, breaking the Huskar. What can you do, Huskar? What can you do, Phantom Assassin? There's really not much answer to this.
Just tickles. He's got the healing ward on him as well. Regenerating 103 HP per second. He might not be the flashiest of heroes, but he looks pretty unstoppable in this game.
Koikfa, he turns around, uses the inner fire, but I don't believe it lands on Sumail or Arteezy. The sweep actually hits 3, so now is your only moment to make something happen, Alliance, and you lose Koikfa, you lose Boxy, and what you're going to be doing is calling GG.
Mercy, please, says Alliance. And, well, we've got ourselves a series. Got ourselves a series.
Coming out of that game 1, 48 minutes or so, with how hype it was, this is definitely a bit underwhelming.
Yeah, now it'll be up to Alliance to kind of mentally reset after just getting completely stomped. And I don't think that they're going to be first phasing Huskar in game number 3. I can make that prediction.
And if they do, I would hope to see it with Oracle or Dazzle. Not neither. That does not seem efficient. So EG, they look real clean. They look real good. I'm sorry for being EG biased right there. Yeah, it comes out of me, you know. When a team's up 25-3, I should not be so biased. But EG, they forced it to a game 3. We'll be back with that in just a moment, and we'll see you soon.
going to blink forward, finds King R, and in trouble, it's gone.
Now Vici has Eclipse skill too, so now they're feeling quite a bit stronger.
life coming at us fast with a couple of quick picks here as we're back for Game 3. And EG won, Alliance won, obviously, because we're here in Game 3. It's not a best of 5, it's just a best of 3. And Nature's Prophet first for EG, which is a little bit different from what we've been seeing. And now Alliance, this time, they're the ones who go to the Jug. Maybe they saw something in it from Arteezy that they liked. And also to follow that up, EG going to the Tiny. So one of these heroes, the Nature's Prophet or the Tiny, is not going to be a core. At least so it seems.
Yeah, I would imagine it's probably going to end up being a 5 Prophet.
10 seconds remaining.
We actually, I mean, we could be looking at both supports for EG. We'll see. But Juggernaut Lich is one of the strongest laning combos at the moment. You just basically cannot run away from the spin as long as the Frost Shield is on top of the Jug.
Dire team ban.
And I'm just really amazed at how often Juggernaut is being picked. I guess he is just one of those very stable cores that can kind of function in any game.
Yeah, I mean, he has a lot. I think there's a lot of things that work with him right now that are really good. Like, we always almost see him with an initiator of, like, say, an Earth Spirit or someone who's going to help him come online just a touch earlier, be a little bit more aggressive in lane, say a Lich or a Grimstroke, or even like a Tusk. He just works with so many supports. So
yeah, definitely.
I think his versatility is something that keeps teams coming back for more.
I agree. The Kunkka ban from EG is kind of interesting. Maybe setting out for
10 seconds remaining.
What are some heroes that get completely owned by Kunkka mid? Invoker, one of them for sure.
Well, the Kunkka mid is also just having that lockdown, getting that boat out. Obviously, earlier, Sumail played it, but it didn't work out for him. But it is one of those heroes, especially with the Jug, too. You know, you pull a boat back with a Torrent, and the X pulling the hero back, and you've got Jug just Blade Fury right on top of you, too. You're just not making it out of that. And that's going to be paired up with a Lich as well. So to take that pick away, I think it's just more about making it so you can get out of these fights, and the team fight potential with a Kunkka is just so much from Alliance if they were to have picked it up. So it's definitely a good ban.
Dire team ban.
Yeah, it's one of the more self-sufficient mids as well. And we have seen Crit do a lot of early rotation in these first couple of games. He's always looking for that play, whether it's with the Earth Spirit or somebody else, the Tusk perhaps.
Tide Anti-Mage banned. Yeah, Anti-Mage, they'll ban it out. They've got the Jug. Lich, you know, Anti-Mage does work well with the Lich. Are we going to see a...
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Oh, baby. Whoa.
Wenn man mal überlegt, was zusammen mehr Spaß macht. Tauziehen, Lachflashes über 47 Minuten. Dann wird klar, warum es sich lohnt, treu zu sein. Denn wer sich bindet, der lebt glücklicher und kriegt seine Energie günstiger. Wer jetzt mit Freunden oder Familie Energieverträge bündelt, spart gemeinsam dauerhaft jedes Jahr 120 €. E.ON Plus. Energie war noch nie so entspannt.
Mickey on Enigma, and they ran this like crazy, massive
10
team fight
seconds
lineup.
remaining. Dire team ban.
They're not afraid to just throw all of these big boys in there together.
And then Phantom Assassin for EG, and I always like Phantom Assassin with Grimstroke. Whether or not their Phantom Assassin gets off to a better start than Alliance's in the last game is, yet to be seen. But Phantom Assassin with Inkswell on top of him, where you Phantom Strike in and then get the Inkswell to pop, and then you just right-click away. You've also got the follow-up of, say, the Tiny, if he comes in with a Blink Avalanche, and then come the mid-game where maybe Nature's Prophet joins the fray, where he just TPs over and adds a little bit more damage into your team fights.
Yeah, I wonder... I wonder if Alliance considers a Huskar here as the last pick if it's left in the pool. I would imagine EG will ban it. And even though there's no save, I don't know.
Yeah, do you
certainly
have
a better?
Do you have the confidence to do that?
Certainly a better Huskar game if you pick it last year.
And my question is, after getting just destroyed in the second game, do you have the confidence to say, you know what? Try again, right? Huskar one more time.
Give me one of those there Huskars. I think I got this one on lock.
I'd like to see it just to see maybe redemption.
Yeah, the redemption vote for Quickba.
You're taking a long time to think about this, man. Magnus, yeah, I think you got to get rid of that with Phantom Assassin in the game.
Yeah, because I could always slide the Tiny over to Sumail. I mean, hell, you could even run the Magnus mid, I suppose, but it's the nice thing about having that Tiny is that's such a versatile pick. I mean, the Prophet could still end up being a 3. We don't really know yet. Not the best targets for the Soulbind so far, but it seems like teams aren't really prioritizing that nearly as much as they were initially.
Doom with the Soulbind. Oh, no.
What am I talking about?
Woo! That's a last pick right there. And is that going to be Doom 3? Or is that going to be Doom 4? Huh, Nature's Prophet 3, Doom 4, Grimstroke 5, Tiny Mid, Phantom Assassin Safe Lane. Could be the play we see from EG, but now Alliance, they only have 15 seconds to think about this.
Yeah, it's definitely... It's got to be a mid-Tiny, right? I guess it could be mid-PA, but I would imagine... Yeah, I was going to say, I was imagining you just have to pick the Huskar because it's so good against all of their cores in the lane, except for the Prophet. And they picked the Sumail Prophet to counter it. Wow, okay, the mind games are real here.
The best part about this Huskar pick right now is just glimpsing over at chat for a split second and just seeing, pick Huskar Alliance, you won't. You know what? Alliance is reading chat. They will. They certainly will. And now it's going to be up against the Nature's Prophet. S4 will be on that offlane. Doom putting crit on the Tiny in the 4 position. Fly with the 5 Grimstroke and Arteezy with the Phantom Assassin. If you look over at Alliance, Quickva back on the Huskar mid. Boxy with the Darkseer. Taiga on the Centaur. Insania Lich. And Mickey on the Jug. So game 3. You win this, you play Virtus Pro. You lose this, and it's a best-of-1 against Chaos. A team that, a lot of people see bottom. They're in the best-of-1s. They must be bottom end of this tournament. But it's one of those teams that I think could be a lot more trouble than they seem, especially in a best-of-1. So
nobody wants to play best-of-1 on day 1 of the bracket stage of the major.
Yeah, pick your poison.
I mean, if you win this major, you basically punch your ticket to TI. So
that's so crazy. That's honestly just like, because coming off of last year, did one major put you at TI? I think maybe it did.
It was pretty close, but it wasn't nearly as heavily weighted as this year, obviously.
With my thanks.
Just win one major and you're going to TI. So for both teams, who's your hero to watch?
I mean, I think It's got to be all about this mid lane, right? Sumail's Prophet. I mean, when's the last time you saw Sumail play Prophet? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's for sure been a while.
He has a massive base damage advantage. So one of the players known for his mid lane mechanics and ability to dominate the lane.
And then for Alliance, is it just Huskar because the mid lane is so important in this game?
Is it the mid lane is important, or is it we need to make sure that Koikva's confidence doesn't get completely destroyed here?
This could be the last time you see Koikva Huskar.
Divine.
Just the confidence gets shot that much. This is the last time you see Koikva Huskar. We'll see. I think you know, you've got a lot here that could work with you. With Surge and Frost Shield, is that a dirty combo that we're gonna see utilized, especially with like the Jug?
Oh, I'm sure it will be. Yeah, Surge, the spinning Jug, with the Frost Shield on top of him. No one's getting away, that's for sure. There is a lot of mobility coming out from Alliance with the Stampede and the Surge. Huskar can close the gap pretty well, but then again, so can the side of EG.
Bounty runes looking like they should be 2 apiece. No contest over in the top. 2 bounty runes here from Alliance, and then no contest bottom on the bounty runes by EG. So I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye here on Sumail over mid with this Nature's Prophet. Using these treants right away to just block these creeps. Lets the range creep get by and then pulls them out. So not a bad job. Gets himself 2 more treants, and here we go. Let's see how this lane is going to come out. As Koikva level 1 into the inner fire again. This is something that on other Huskars I didn't see until level 7 or so, where it was just all into the burning spears, all into the berserker blood, and holding out on that inner fire as long as you can. Is it something that's super necessary in this lane?
Yeah, he just really wants to use it to secure the last hit on the range creep. We saw it used there. Does 100 damage. Means that he can outlast hit Sumail on those really crucial first few waves of creeps. Especially that range creep, the value you get from the extra experience. And I think against a hero like Nature's Prophet, where you can't just, you know, blatantly run at him, probably pretty good call.
So level 2's coming out, burning spears instead of the Berserker's blood we saw in the previous game at level 2 from Koikva. Take a look over top, as it is a tri-lane so far for both teams. And they are staying in these lanes. Sometimes we see tri-lanes early, and then they back off into the other lane come level 2, maybe level 3.
I think that EG got exactly what they wanted out of this laning stage. They've got the potential to threaten kills at any point. If Crit can get a toss back into an Inkswell, slow from PA as well, they can find that Lich out of position. He's definitely dead. And they have S4, who basically just has infinite regen with Devourer facing up against the Ion Shell spam of this Darkseer. So he doesn't care. He's going to be very, very early level 6 with the Doom. And then, of course, Sumail. That reasonably good matchup. You can see he's actually dominating Koikva. 8 denies.
Yeah. And that's going to put him at level 3. Huskar, experience-wise, is about, I'd say, 50% of a level behind. And he's also moved off the lane for a little bit as he picks up the double damage. So we'll see if he can make anything happen with this. And one of the things with the Centaur on Taiga, it's not your natural Taiga hero. He is definitely one of those flashy roamers, you know, with the breed being so small, I'd say. You've got like Bobica, who roams pretty heavily, and then someone like Taiga, who roams really heavily, and a few others. But this hero, this Centaur, kind of makes it so, you know, he doesn't exactly have the same kind of game plan as he usually does.
Yeah, they're doing a good job, though, getting this pull off. It's a pretty big deal in a tri-lane. The experience can swing so heavily if you get a few pulls off. And we'll probably see him playing a fairly greedy Centaur, I would imagine. Prioritizing getting that Blink Dagger as soon as possible. letting the Darkseer pick up most of those aura kind of team fight pushing items.
Yeah, so we're gonna see Boxy more on like Guardian Greaves pipe possibly.
Yeah, I would think so.
Maybe Vlad's first.
Yeah, we'll have to see who ends up picking up that Vlad's, but we know we'll see one, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's one of those items that really came back into popularity quite heavily.
Rest in peace, Ring of Aquila, but luckily there's a successor in Vladimir's offering. Everybody needs that sort of perfect early game item.
Phantom Embrace, Avalanche coming out in a couple, but now they've got the Frost Shield as well as the Frost Blast hitting on Arteezy that chases on with the Blade Fury. Ink Swell will stun up Mickey, and now he's got to try and get out a dodge as Crit comes over. They won't be able to get the kill. They look over at Arteezy, now back over at Mickey, but neither of them end up falling in this engagement. But Hoof Stomp now on a crit, so yeah, he's way out of position. They'll end up trading 1-for-1, but that puts Arteezy in a really vulnerable spot, going with the Phantom Strike on the Taiga. So a lot of damage being dealt onto the Phantom Assassin as well as the Grimstroke, but First Blood goes the way of Alliance.
Early rotation by Boxy. He really likes to do this. He's definitely one of the more active offlaners I've seen. He's always looking to make a play towards the mid lane if possible. He's going to be off to a very good start here, able to pull the creeps into the neutrals, farm up 2 waves at the same time.
Back over at this matchup mid, it's 25-18 for the Nature's Prophet of Sumail and 19-5. So many denies coming out here for Sumail right now.
Yeah, as expected, and he's actually got the Vlad's queued up on him, so maybe going for that sort of the Quikva style of build that we saw earlier in game 1, where he went that Vlad's Crimson Guard into the Hex. We may very well see that exact same build since they do have the Grimstroke, and aside from the Doom, no real other ways to utilize the Soulbind.
5-minute 40-second Vlad's. I don't know if that's the fastest by a mid laner, but I'd definitely like to know.
Yeah, this is just one of those items. It's like the faster you get it, the better it is. It seems like that mana regeneration crucial. The armor, the damage, everything, just it's like the perfect early game item. Perhaps even better than Aquila, although perhaps that's blasphemy for me to say that.
An item so good it was taken away. Okay, just eating those strokes of fate coming in from Fly, who is a level 3-1 in the Phantom Embrace, and as well as that Ink Swell, of course. You've got the slow, you've got the Ink Swell, so maybe Arteezy looks to make an aggressive move with Avalanche and Toss being available on crit now that he's hit level 3. But again, you do have the turnaround potential coming out from Alliance with Taiga here level 3 as well as Insania, and 2 on that Frost Shield is going to be hard to break through.
Yeah, it does look like EG is pulling ahead slightly in terms of the experience game, though, which obviously plays a huge role in these tri-lanes, especially early on.
Hoof Stomp, Frost Shield placed onto the Centaur, and now Crit throws the Avalanche, but the Blade Fury comes in with the Ink Swell on top of it. It's not going to bother Mickey as he continues to move on forward, gets the kill on a crit, and now they look over at Arteezy. The Frost Blast comes in with the ulti from Sumail, and he's actually TPing in to find himself this Jug, and Arteezy gets the kill. Now they'll look for more. The Frost Blast, the Stifling Dagger thrown at Insania will TP over 1. But is it even going to matter? Boxy comes in. Insania's still alive. The Treant's running. Finally, a Stifling Dagger gets the kill. Sumail almost dies. Just not enough damage. And now they look over at Arteezy because they've got the Surge. Avalanche comes right into his face from Crit. And EG will disengage with the advantageous win.
Yeah, this is actually a big deal because now S4 completely uncontested in this lane. He has a catapult that he's currently keeping alive. Going to be able to push into the tier 1 tower down here because Boxy has no way to return to that lane. Nobody else is rotating down there. And I think EG pretty happy with forcing that rotation. Not really being punished for it.
I don't even think S4 moves until you've got Soulbind. He hasn't taken Doom. There's no reason for him to move without it yet.
Yeah, He's just farming up down here.
Avalanche.
Oh, Doom comes out the bottom lane.
Oh boy, Blade Fury and Senya trying to survive. There's no way out of this one. Mickey goes over on a fly, but he's not going to be able to catch up. Taiga trying to find a hoof stomp, but again, 3 heroes get low, and 3 heroes survive. Koikva not getting anything. Boxy dies too, and that's with the rotation of Sumail. S4 able to survive. 2 heroes come over bottom, and right away, EG off to the races. This is a style change from them. Game 1, they went super slow, and games 2 and 3, a lot quicker on the aggression.
Yeah, that fight in the top lane is almost just a distraction, allowing Sumail.
Oh boy, Taiga. Hoof stomp. Oh, trying, but last hit comes in from Fly. They'll get the kill. They're 4,000 net worth ahead already, just 9 minutes in. Oh boy. Alliance up against a wall right now.
And once again, this Huskar struggling to find himself an early game, and just kind of comes back to it, like, who's gonna make the space for this Jug? They have a 4 Centaur. He's not gonna have a Blink Dagger anytime soon.
But no, and he's actually comes in from Fly. They'll get the kill. He's got the frost shield, so it slows him up. Backing back, and now is it Koikva's time. Doom is on cooldown, and he's surviving and getting away. Turns. I think he could have just walked away, but it's gonna be with the trait. So he turns to at least get himself something. Taiga ends up dying to the Inferno Blade. Meanwhile, top mid K is dead. Maybe Insane on top of that. Sumail moving over. Arteezy's here, the Sprout, and they'll just clean up the tree, walk on over, and one more shot from Fly. Double kill for the Grimstroke. Dominating from Fly. 4-0 get the kill with his 4 cross shield, so it slows him up. Backing back, and now is it Koikva's time. Doom is on cooldown. Surviving and getting away. Turns. I think he could have just walked away, but it's going to be with the trade. So he turns to at least get himself something. Taiga ends up dying to the Inferno Blade. Meanwhile, top mid K is dead. Maybe Insane on top of that. Sumail moving over. He's in here, the Sprout. And they'll just clean up the tree, walk on over himself. Shot tree Fly. Double kill for the Sumail. Dominating. Okay with that. 4-0 get the kill with his 4 cross shield, so slows him up. Backing back, and now is it Koikva's time. Doom is on cooldown. He's surviving and getting away. Turns. I think he could have just walked away, but it's going to be with the trade. So he turns to at least get himself something. Taiga ends up dying to the Inferno Blade. Meanwhile, top mid K is dead. There's the Sprout. Taiga. He's been spotted. He's got no Stampede. The Inferno Blade at level 4 is so disgusting. I remember back like last April when Doom was so popular. Inferno Blade level 4 is disgusting.
Oh yeah. Remember when it first came out and it had all that extra damage as well?
And it's still
couldn't lane against the hero.
Jesus. This is just going horribly wrong for Alliance. This could be another quick game from EG. And I know it puts them, and I'm not saying the game's over, but if they were to win, I know it puts them up against Virtus Pro. But right now, if they were to win this game off this performance, that's big momentum and big confidence being boosted inside.
And it's good that they're showing that they can play this, like you keep mentioning, up-tempo style. I mean, Arteezy's still going for the Battle Fury, but just the fact that they've been able to move across the map multiple times with their heroes.
Oh boy, Fly.
Find kills every single time.
Might be caught in... Nope. Don't go after that. Boxy was thinking about going in. The Inkswell, kind of a deterrent. They get stunned and they don't know what's up that cliff. That could really put them in a bad way, especially with the mobility of Sumail and maybe a TP coming out to the shrine immediately off, saying Inkswell landing.
Invis Rune on Doom. S4 walking to the top lane, hanging out in the jungle, looking for a target. Finds an Alpha Wolf. Rather have that. Nice little snack.
Of course, that previous statement's not to say that Alliance are out of this by any means. They just need to line it up a couple times in a row to make sure that they can come back.
Yeah, and they need to get Koikva involved in some of these kills too.
Yeah, so this could be it. The Hoofstomp comes out with the Surge coming through. They didn't use the Stampede on that one. The Avalanche as well as the toss, and then, oh god, Sumail just does so much damage. The wall's placed down. Now they've got the Soulbind. This could be a real problem for Alliance if they go in too far, and already Insania and Koifa are backing off. They lose Taiga, Doom out on a Boxy, so that means he's dead too. And 2 kills there for EG at the price of a position for Tiny. And right in the Roche they go.
13 minutes in. I mean, they have the Vlads. They have a Solar Crest complete on Sumail. A Solar Crest at 13 minutes. Unbelievable.
No way Alliance can contest this.
Yeah, fully denies the Aegis potential for Koifa's Huskar, who's a hero that absolutely needs that item to function.
7,000 net worth lead. Aegis here on the Phantom Assassin, who's getting closer and closer to that Battle Fury. They could use this Aegis just to farm. It's not the worst idea.
Oh yeah, RTZ says, thanks for the Aegis, guys. I will see you in about 10 to 15 minutes. You guys are doing just fine without me. And I mean, look at Crit.
Just coming in here real quick. Avalanche toss gets the kill on Insania. Taiga trying to make him pay for this at least. And a hope stomp. The Ion Shell on top of him. Boxy moves over, tosses him back to a creep. Avalanche comes in. Can Crit find another kill here? Yeah, no. Oh my god. He ends up dying, but so much space made.
We haven't seen a single Omni Slash come out yet, have we?
Not yet.
Mickey is looking for one, but I don't think he has enough damage.
Sumail takes 1 shot, now 2, running away. Mickey trying to keep up, but again, just decides against going up that high ground without vision.
Sumail has 28 armor at 15 minutes into the game with the Solar Crest and Vlad.
That's actually disgusting. I don't know where the answer lies for Alliance. I think it comes from trying to slow down the pace of this game. But with how much EG are posturing and having the Aegis and being ready to fight soon enough and being so mobile, do you even have the possibility to slow it down like that?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely still have very good team fight. They've got the Vac Wall, they've got the Centaur.
Ooh, but Mickey. Avalanche misses. He's got the Blade Fury, so he gets out. That's a smoke used there by EG.
That's a good start if you're an Alliance fan. Mickey, though, is currently not queuing up Battle Fury. I feel like he is going to need one if he's going to keep up with this PA, but...
Sinister Gaze, Phantom, strike away. RTZ trying to get out, but they'll pop the Aegis. The question becomes, do they even go for more? S4 nearby. He's got Doom ready, and Boxy will just TP out. They'll take the Aegis and leave.
Yeah, pretty respecting the strength of EG right now, knowing that Sumail can show up at any point in their backlines.
He's looking to do that to Mickey right here. Fly, Phantom Embrace. He's silenced up, and now the Blade Fury comes out. And the Healing Ward ends up dying, so he's on the run and makes it far enough away from Sumail as well as the Scream Stroke to survive.
But rotating over. Boxy as well, but 3 cores in the bottom lane. That is not very efficient use of the map by Alliance, and you can just see the pressure that EG is putting on in every single lane is really getting to them.
This is something, if you're an EG fan, you're gonna like to see. Just them changing their game style a little bit and upping the tempo, keeping the tempo upped as well. Because there are teams that definitely come in and they try to keep that pressure up early and then they just kind of sit back and let the other team come in. But EG hasn't done that here. They're continuing to take towers. They're continuing to force the hand of Alliance. So it's real good from EG. I want to see Alliance make a run here because I always love close games. But we'll see. They're down 11,000 net worth. This is going to be a tough one, just like the last game.
Yeah, definitely. This Blink Dagger is very close on Taiga, so that will be probably go time for them to try and find some more pickoffs. Jug.
Mickey, nice Sprout. That keeps Mickey from getting onto the high ground, and now Arteezy goes after him. The toss comes out, but it's not going to be needed. Mickey ends up dying. Arteezy gets the kill, and now they're looking for more. Insania inside the trees. must have seen that courier, right? Taiga dead over top. Solo kill for S4.
Ooh, and he's just short of the blink dagger, so that hurts extra badly. Insania. Don't move, don't breathe.
He is in an 80s horror movie right now, sitting inside the trees, just... Guys!
I got that reference.
I don't know how many will.
Pablo Francisco, my friends.
17 to 5, 13,000. He's still here. He doesn't have a TP, so I don't know where he's going to go. And with the creeps constantly pushing in, if he shows himself, he's could just be dead. But Boxy nearby, so now he's maybe able to make an escape. No, this is my home. All right, finally he leaves.
Stops texting his girlfriend, decides to start playing Dota again. But that Solar Crest did a huge amount of work. Made it seem like Arteezy was carrying a Desolator as well. Critting down the Juggernaut. And there is the Battle Fury queued up by Mickey, so he is trying to contest Arteezy's farm. Finishes up the Sanjinyasha first, a little bit more tanky. Stats resistance, obviously a pretty hot topic in this current patch as well.
Always down for a hot topic. Not the clothing, though. Not my style.
Pace is definitely slowed a little bit. You see a 4-staff picked up by Quakefa.
Has it slowed enough, though?
Sprout. It remains to be seen. As we say that, Alliance smokes up.
They will see S4, but they won't be able to do anything to S4.
Well, they continue this move. They're losing tier 2 bottom for free. Sumail finishes that off. He's level 15, has a full Shadow Blade. And he has no reason to stop, as Alliance is showing they are in the top lane still.
We've got all 5 heroes here. Finally, they TP over Koigfa. But S4, an aggressive blink with the Inferno Blade hitting onto Mickey. They'll use the Omni Touch. Taiga goes in with a Hoof Stomp. Frost Shield plays down. S4 in a lot of trouble with the Soulbind. Comes in from Fly. We'll see if that's enough. They actually don't even get the kill on S4. Finally, he's killed off. But they've got the Avalanche Toss coming through. Insania, Taiga, Mickey all dead. Boxy on the run. And there is no way out of this one, as he will be chased down, killed off. 4 kills here for EG. S4, a man with that kind of blink in.
Yeah, that's a trade you take all day, every day. S4 just doing what Doom does best, being a tanky, badass Demon Lord.
Man, that's...
And don't call him Lucy.
That is such an aggressive play. He knew that they were staying nearby. They had all 5 heroes there, then Koigfa TP's bottom, and I think they see that with the creeps, so now there's that opportunity to go in. They blink in, Inferno Blade to start, eats the Omni Slash, and then the rest of the team of EG is finally there to just back him up. And he gets that Doom off and almost walked away on that one. Ooh, Boxy, not right part of town, but Mickey gets it with the Avalanche as well as the toss. They move on forward. And again, S4 really in deep here as the Stampede's going to be used. They'll get on top of the Doom, and now they'll push him away with the Inner Fire, but is it going to be enough? The Stifling Dagger comes out from Arteezy. They'll look for more. The Crimson Guard is used, and a lot of these heroes low on the side of Alliances. They get the toss, but they're not going to find any kills just yet. They look over at Koigfa, and yeah, Arteezy's got the damage to get the kill.
That Solar Crest continuing to do work. 800 damage crit, and Alliance has got to find a better target to go on than Doom. He is just way too tanky.
It almost feels like Koigfa still just has nothing to fight this team.
Yeah, he's
nice little vacuum there with the Hoof Stomp coming out. We'll see if it's even enough as the Chain Frost bounces around. Insania's going to end up dying as well as Mickey. Sumail locked in the trees. He's getting a little bit low. The Phantom Embrace comes through. That's going to silence up Taiga. Boxy dead as well. Ultra kill here for Arteezy. The only reason he's not getting a Rampage is because nobody's here, but Alliance say, all right, we'll buy back. We'll give you an opportunity as Arteezy ready to just jump in and maybe find the Rampage.
Well,
crit.
I'll have some of whatever EG just put it in their coffee because they woke up in Game 2 and Game 3, and this is a completely different team that we're watching right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. RTZ invading the base. Insania just two-shot here by Sumail. The Frost Shield's out onto this Huskar, but he's also doomed up, so there's nothing he can do. Mickey chased all the way back to his base. They'll take the healing ward. Koigva trying to run, but the Avalanche comes through. RTZ's here. Taiga, this is Save Your Friend syndrome by far, because Sumail gets the double kill. Now they look over at Taiga, who's locked inside the trees. Who's going to get the last hit? It will be Crit. So it takes away any possibility at a Rampage. And then the Omni Slash comes out. GG's being called by Alliance. EG from the brinks of defeat, being down 1-0, take the reverse sweep, and they will be going on to the upper bracket against Virtus Pro.
That was just a whole different level that EG showed from Game 1 to Game 2 and 3, and I absolutely love the draft where they all of a sudden just snap put Sumail on the Nature's Prophet. They fully baited out the Huskar as a last pick there, expecting to do something like that, and I mean, Alliance, they're gonna have to figure out something else than the Huskar if they want to move forward in this tournament. I think people are ready for it.
Yeah, I think the Huskar is that's a dead hero right now for Alliance. Maybe other teams are gonna use it in better ways, but Alliance just getting destroyed both times they pick up the Huskar. 6 kills total in this game to the 31 of EG. 10-0 and 11 for RTZ. 6-0 and 21, involved in 27 of the 31 kills. Sumail, outstanding. And Fly, 6-0 and 14. So 3 heroes without deaths there. Evil Geniuses take Game 3. They take the series 2-1. And that is it today. 3 series, 5:30 in the morning. And, well, EG, they're going on the upper bracket against VP. So any closing thoughts coming out on either of these teams coming into playoffs tomorrow?
Well, I'm actually really excited for this VP EG series. Those are teams that always seem to bring out the best in each other. I think that we're going to see some extremely high-level Dota tomorrow, and I cannot wait.
Yeah, we'll see what EG is able to do up against Virtus Pro. The series tomorrow are Liquid versus Secret, Fnatic against eHome, Virtus Pro against EG, and then I think that's only 3 best-of-3s tomorrow. No best-of-1s getting played. So those are your 3 series for tomorrow. And as for Vici Pango, Vici did win Game 1, so I believe that's getting finished on the main channel. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching us. And my Twitter is @bcop92. I'm your caster bcop, and I'm not 100% sure on your Twitter. I don't want to get it wrong, so if you want to shout it out.
@Alchemy Elevated.
So follow us to know when we're casting again. Thank you guys so much. That's the end of my time here casting for this major. It's been fun. A long day with EG, and it's a little bit of happiness on their end as they make it into the upper bracket round 1 against Virtus Pro for, the 5th time I've said that. So good night, guys. See you guys later. I'll be in chat. I'll be hanging out. And I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for joining us. Have a good night or morning.